For the reminder, Willie. I actually looked at it and looked at my computer to make sure that my volume was turned down. Boy, I took out my bow and I got wild hair today. Let me get YouTube situated. Good morning. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day. Happy book day. It's a book fair. Wednesdays are book fair days on Vamp. Well, I think there's only 2 of us doing a book sale today, but you know. Okay. Oh, no. I gotta. There. There we go. Good morning, Rachel. All right. I got that situated. We'll go live on Instagram if it'll allow us, because I've kind of had that. Okay, come on. Are you gonna work? I may have to redo Instagram because I'm gonna have to redo Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo Instagram. Oh my gosh. And the posters. Do you remember the book fairs at school? And you were supposed to buy books and you didn't. And then you'd get in trouble because you didn't buy books. All right, let's try this again, Instagram. I gotta send myself an email. Okay. Sorry, I hate that this is taking so long, but Instagram was not cooperating with me this morning. Probably because I set it up too long and it set too long without me going live. All right, let's try this again. My gosh. While I'm doing this, tell everybody, share your favorite memory from a book fair. Okay? Share your favorite book fair. All right, let's see. Wait, did it work? You bought books. Shannon was a good girl. I wanted to smell the books. Why is this not working on Instagram? Getting all the plastic littles and the rubber smalls to put in your... Can you guys still smell the smell of your pencil box? Like the mixture of the glue and the pencil lead and the erasers and the crayons. The Osmonds and the Partridge Family. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Instagram, you're missing out today. You're missing out today, Instagram. That's okay. You still have your books from the 1970s. Oh my gosh. So, Miss Julianne, what are your favorite books that you purchased that you still have? Those little twin star erasers that were, and the little plastic holder with the lid. And also, do you remember the colored pencil lead? And you, good morning, Beth. And you pop out you use the one pencil lead. Oh, they even had it in regular pencil lead too. And then it had like a little plastic cap. And then when that pencil lead wore down, then you pop that out and you popped it in the top and then a new lead. And then you'd use that, and then you'd pop that. Those were great though too. And also, don't you remember, like, if you wore a really cute outfit that day to school and you wanted everybody to get up, you wanted everybody to see your cute outfit, so you get up and sharpen your pencil lots of times until you got in trouble for sharpening your pencil too many times. Then you get put out in the hallway for sharpening your pencil too many times. Was that just me? Yeah. You know, or like when the teacher would be reading and I get up and sharpen my pencil, and then the whole class would look over at the noise that I was making, then I'd get in trouble and get sent out in the hall. My desk was in the hall in kindergarten. Oh my gosh, my desk, I think that's why I'm so horrible at math, because I think I missed out on math because I was out in the hallway teaching myself math with my paper, you know? And your friends would walk by, like if they were working in as an office helper. Don't you remember? You would be the office helper. And so you got to pass notes like from, you know, the teacher, or if a mom brought in something for the kid, you would be the messenger. But my friends would do that, and then they would, you know, I would be out in the hallway. Oh my gosh, the Dick and Jane books. Yes. I love that they have reissued a lot of those too. Oh yeah. I need to go to the restroom. And then you'd be gone for a little while. Man. Gabby. Wait a minute. What? Why? I keep getting very odd super chats on YouTube. Let me go over there. Gabby sent me a $2 euro. No, you can't see a 360 degree turn. I'm sorry. Here, I'll do it like this. Was that worth your €2? How about I do it again? Faster. Yay. I don't want to do it too many times because it'll make me dizzy. Buttermilk says, recovering from cataract surgery. My birthday was the 21st. The big 70. Oh my gosh, Buttermilk. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Buttermilk. Cataract surgery, that is, well, I mean, after you get all healed and stuff, you'll feel much better. But I'm certain that it is like the healing process. And also it's like a little weird, like someone's operating on my eyeball, you know? But after it's all said and done, you'll feel so much better and you'll be able to see again. So that's good. All right. Wait, what am I doing here? I got to go over here. I got to make sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, still trying to see. Is everything fuzzy right now? Blurry. I've heard that it's kind of like the couple days after, it's kind of like when you get your eyes dilated. You know, when you go to the eye doctor and get your eyes dilated, and then it just is frustrating because no matter what you do, you cannot see for a little while. But, you know, with its cataract, it's multiple days. I just want to make sure that I've got things on. Do you remember the 21st day of September? Yeah. They did. They wrote that song just for you, Buttermilk. Just for you. Now I'm going to be singing that song. Okay, well, I got it set up the right way. Do you remember? Okay. I'm going to actually put the link to the sale in the YouTube chat. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to join virtualantiquemarketplace.com and you want to purchase any of these books, or if you want to see all of the chat, because right now, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I'm going to try Instagram one more time. Is that okay? Can we try it one more time? No, forget about it. Forget about it, Instagram. Forget about it. If you want to be able to see all of the chat, then you'll have to come over to virtualantiquemarketplace.com. and you'll be able to see what we're talking about in the chat. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you're only going to see the Facebook chat. You're only going to see the YouTube chat. So come on over and join us. Oh, yay! Well, thank you very much. I do know how to take a joke. But you know, Gabby, sometimes it can be kind of weird when people come in and comment on YouTube and it's like, can I see your feet? Can I see under your shirt? No, you can't see that. But I will spin around in my chair for $2 or €2. Thank you so much, Gabby. I appreciate your sense of humor as well. Received the I Want to Be a Librarian book, giving it to Bronson School Librarian today. Oh, that's cool. I love that. See, buying things for people as gifts, because everybody should want vintage for gifts, right? Also, do you guys like my earrings? These fused glass earrings that were made by Christian Grey Wolf, otherwise known as Love This Vintage. They're spatters. That one keeps, sometimes they turn around. There we go. They're spiders. She had amazing pieces of jewelry. I always love her. Love her items. Also, you know, I'm exhausted. I'm just going to say, these past 2 weeks, I'm exhausted. I've had a live sale every single day, sometimes 2 live sales in a day. Hi, Fabbirds. Hi, Laura. And I'm tired. Hey, Val Gal. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's been fun, but I cannot keep up this having multiple live sales every single day, every single week. I gave it a try in hopes that it would encourage people to go live and have sales. Try the Victorian sale day. Try the book sale day. And you know what? Here's what I've determined. I've determined that no matter what I do, I cannot... you can't encourage people to do things that they're just not going to do. So I can't keep up with this because it's a lot. It's a lot. And I do it all by myself. I don't have anybody that does anything for me. So I've been shipping everything. I have a lot to ship. I'm very, very thankful for, you know, how well the sales have done, but my goal to do all of these were to hopefully encourage other people who also have very busy schedules to give it a try. Go live every single day, just for like an hour, do 10 things, you know, but there will be weeks that I will do that again because honestly, it's fun. I like going live and I like spending the time. But I also have laundry that I need to do, and my house needs to be cleaned, and I really need to organize a little bit more in here. And I got the booth, so I can't do it all at all. Did you see that GM is moving? We have a lot of General Motors plants in Indiana. That's where my parents all retired from. Well, that's good. Oh, thank you, Gabby. Well, Gabby's just throwing down the super chats. Thank you so much. You're very, very kind. Laura, did you go live last night? You need to start, Laura, you need to start sending me a text message because I have all notifications turned off because they make me insane. So when you go live late at night as a pop-in, you need to send me a text message because I'll get out of bed. Also, I really think that we should have late night chat night. Like, so if Laura goes live, I'll get out of bed, Laura. I'll put my bra on. I'll get out of bed. And we can people can pop in and have a hangout. Like I can go on with you for like 30 minutes. Then maybe Willie can, then maybe Rachel can, and then maybe Amy can. Well, no, Amy can't because she's Android. Ugh. But you know what I mean? That'd be fun. I think it would be fun. We should do that. Oh, wait, what am I missing? You offering the best incentive for one live sale a week. Oh, yeah, that starts today. That starts today. So if you are a Vamp seller and you go have at least one live sale a week, every week this month, you can pick what day, just you got to have one. We are keeping track. You have one live sale starting today, because today's October 1st. So you got to have one this week. We've given you warnings already. So you have to go live at least Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You still got 5 more days to go live. If you consider Sunday the first day of the week. I don't. I consider Monday the first day of the week. But then if you do that every day this week, starting this week, one live sale a week for the entire month of October. The entire month of November, you will get 5% commission. So your commissions will be cut down in half for everything, for the entire month, for static sales, for live sales, for whatever. Good morning, Jay. So that's all you got to do. It's not that hard. It's going to be harder for me to keep track than it is for you to go live, honestly. I just tried the private sale feature. Someone watched a playback of a late night show and wanted to buy something. So I thought, yeah, I know the private sale feature is really, really cool. That's a really cool feature to have though too. Especially if you're doing a haul and you are not ready to sell something right away. Also, don't ask the person incessantly, will you sell that? Will you sell that? Will you list it? Will you list it? Will you list it? Will you list it? Because that's rude. And if they say no, then say, okay, thank you. Because that's rude. That's being a rude person. Sad note, I found out our small town librarian. Oh no. Oh, that is sad. Well, there was a librarian at my kids' school that was well loved that had passed away too. And she really did leave a big void because she was such an integral part of what made library time great for those kids. Is there a minimum or max live? No. I would say a half an hour would be the minimum. But no, I mean, if you want to, and you don't have to have a sale, you can do a haul. It doesn't even have to be a sale. The main thing is, and I want to say this too, is that I've selected the new October seller spotlight, and that is Delane, Simply Old Stuff Delane. She's been doing everything right. She goes live consistently, has multiple live sales, and is live every single week, multiple times a week. And she is seeing results. She is getting sales. She's getting more people coming to her sales. She is selling multiple things every time she goes live. She's consistent. She doesn't cancel. She's available. She hangs out during the other sales. She gets her name out there, and it is working. And that is exactly what you need to do in order for you to build your audience. You got to be consistent. If you just willy-nilly have a sale and then you don't have one for 3 weeks, or you just have 2 and then you don't, and then you are not doing yourself any favors by disappearing. Or if you schedule a sale and then, it's on the schedule, we advertise it, and then you cancel that sale, and then you schedule another one, and then you cancel that sale, and then you schedule another one, and then you cancel that sale. At some point, we're going to reach out to you and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you need help? Because it isn't going to help yourself at all if you are constantly being wishy-washy. You have to stay consistent. And I mean, you just have to stay consistent. When I first started doing live sales, there wasn't anybody that was doing it. So it was a little bit of a novelty thing, but I didn't know if it was going to work out or not. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that people could even claim things live in the chat. I wanted them to email me. It wasn't something that was people were doing. And I stuck with it. I kept doing it. And then it was a blessing. So you have to stay with it. I mean, you're not going to sell things every time. You may have sales where nothing sells. And then the next week you may have a sale and everything sells. You just don't ever know what it is like from week to week. So you have to stay consistent. So Delane, congratulations. And she's doing everything. She's doing it the right way. So it's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. All right. Laura says, I've tried to be consistent on Sunday nights late, and we get up to 50 people now. And you know what? You're also doing the right thing too, Laura, because you're multicasting it to your YouTube channel as well. So that is, people are getting like, hey, we can hang out with Laura, and we want to do that. So, you know, it's, you just got to be consistent. I honestly, sometimes when I see people, I'm like, oh, yay, they're having a sale. And then you're like, where'd they go? They're not, I don't know. So that's enough complaining. I'm in a kind of a weird mood today too. I'm in a little bit of a weird mood. You know, it's a little scary out there. My husband works for the government and the government shut down. So I think he should be just fine, but you never know. Hey, Amber. Amber, your dad is adorable. Oh my gosh. Amber's dad did his first sale yesterday. He is so precious. I mean, your mom is precious, but your dad, oh my gosh. I just loved that. And I didn't even know that was your dad. And then I'm like, that's Amber. Because in his application, he didn't say I'm Amber's dad. I'm so glad. I could tell that he was having a really, really fun time. And I don't know if you saw Brooke. Are you here, Brooke? Brooke. I was thinking maybe I wasn't going to be able to get what I got because I thought Brooke was going to come in and Brooke was going to get it. But Brooke didn't get it. I was excited. Guess what I got, Brooke? She may not even be here. I saw that she popped in, but she got two little ones. Well, her kids are at school. I got to plug in my computer. I got from Two Dizzy Cats' dad, which is, oh my gosh, Amber, what is it's something with a camera. Vintage Focus? What is his booth name? Is it Vintage Focus? Vintage Focus. I got a Pluto bottle, a Pluto stinky water bottle with the label. I have never had one. I'm so excited. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, click on Vintage Focus. I'm going to make sure too. Yeah, I'm following him already. So click on Vintage Focus's little icon right there. That's Two Dizzy Cats' dad. Oh my gosh, he was so precious. So yeah. Oh, Brooke saw me win that. I couldn't tell if she did or not. So make sure that you're following Vintage Focus. And also, if you're a Vamp seller, put in some emojis or a bunch of hearts. And so guys, make sure that you're clicking on the people that do that. Make sure that you're following them so you'll get notified. If you have your notifications turned on, I don't. They just make me crazy. They just do. But I want you to turn your notifications on. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is I have to try this. I created lots and then I thought, I really need to take pictures of these. So I've got vintage price guide, or I call them price guides, but they're not. Don't pay attention to what the values are in these resource books. They're resource books. You get a lot of information. We kind of talked about that yesterday. I've got vintage magazines and I've got some antique magazines. So I created some listings. Oh my goodness, Misty. I don't have a cart over here. Good grief. Let me grab my cart. All of my carts are filled with things. I need to unfill these carts with things. Oh, golly. Every surface in this shop is covered with things. Things. I think I need to grab two or three more books too. Okay. been so disorganized this morning. Ooh, I just about fell down. That wouldn't have been good. Okay. So what should we start with? I plugged in my computer. I did. What should we start with? Should we start with the price guides? Should we start with the vintage magazines? The antique magazines? I want to see how this is going to work. Oh, man. I got to go. Wait, auctions. Oh, they're all out of order. Okay, well, price guides. Okay. I got to go all the way down. I don't know why this is like this. They are all out of order. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just got to start with move to states. Okay. So let me see if this is what I'm going to have to do with this. Edit. Yeah. Put you over here. I got to take a picture. Update listing. Okay. So let me see if that worked in here. Because what I'm going to have to do is yeah. Okay. You can see the picture. So the first one, I created these listings, but I'm going to have to take a picture so I can get the picture of the item. Wait, what? I did put the numbers in the, oh, I didn't on those. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They're in order for you. Okay. Wait, well, who's leaving? I deal with sorts every day. You have to have the number. I do. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, this resource book is called Baby Boomer Games. Baby Boomer Games. Now, because there's a collector's market for just about everything, you know what I mean? So this one is it's about all kinds of board games. It doesn't really, we've got the Archie Bunker. It doesn't really tell a lot of the history about the games, but it just kind of gives you pictures and prices, which I really wouldn't pay much attention to. But you could also use this if you wanted to. Oh my gosh, I have that Plunk game. Is it Kerplunk? Yeah, Kerplunk. How much does it say that one's worth? Kerplunk. It's from 1967. I mean, it does give you information as far as like who the designer was, who did the artwork on, and then a little bit of history about the game. So you could like cut these if you wanted to do crafting and stuff. With some of these, you could at least do that. The publication year is, well, I mean, it does give a little bit of like an introduction. The prices are the average prices paid for the games by collectors. This is from 1995. 1995. So I'm starting this at $8 for 30 seconds. If there's any interest in it, $8, 30 seconds. Like I said, and there's the monkeys. Like I said, if you were doing crafting and things, you could do that. Hullabaloo. I have a Hullabaloo game, but it's not like that. Let's see. What's to say about this monkeys game? Oh my gosh, Mystery Date. Sorry, I got distracted by Mystery Date. Monkeys, 1967. 2 versions of this game were released. One came with a plastic guitar and another contained a xylophone. Xylophone. There we go. Okay, Bug. That one's coming to you. Thank you so very much. Also, if you're only getting books from me, like, because I'm doing the rest of my shipping. So if you've ordered something else from me, I will see which shipping would be cheaper. if I include it in one order or if I do it separate to give you media mail. Because that's why I don't have these listed as media mail, because I don't know if people are going to get other things. But I will ship it the quickest. I will ship it the cheapest way that I can. Does that make sense? So you might get a refund is what I'm trying to say. But if you bought something else, then I'll try to include it. And I'll say which is the cheapest. Thank you, Bug. All right. So now we've got resource book number 2. And I don't know why that one's like that. Oh, that's why. All right. Update listing. Okay, so this one is a collector guide to Don Winton designs. Did you know that Don Winton designed, I think that's the Emmy? An Emmy? He also designed the Mickey Mouse phone and some of these cookie jars. So let's see about Don. Now, this book, the cover is separate from the book. So Don Winton Designs. This one is from 1998. Don Winton. This is your life. Well, I mean, he worked for Disney. So he created some of these Disney. Have you guys heard of him? Have you guys heard of Don Winton? I have never heard of Don Winton. But it gives a lot of my gosh, I have seen like hand signed decoration. Like I've seen those Paul and Ma mugs. Have you heard of him? Hand painted by Don Winton. Now I want to look through here and see some things that, yeah, he's done a bunch of, you can't even see what I'm looking at, but hang on, let me find something. Oh, look, here's some of his original artwork and stuff, like when he worked for Disney and stuff. That's kind of interesting to know about him. Man, I know, like these, we've seen those before. Pot-bellied stove, the rabbit. Twin Winton cookie jars are what those are called. I've definitely seen. Alberta molds were a lot of the things. Anyway, it's kind of interesting, but Don Winton Design starting at $8 for 30 seconds. If there's any interest in it. It's kind of interesting to learn a little bit about him. Like here's some of his Disney things. Look, he did Mamie and Dwight D. Eisenhower. Or no. I guess that's a self-portrait of him and his wife. Hi, Miriam. Well, that's very interesting. Now I want to know more about Don Winton. He designed all kinds of things. What an interesting life. Well, thank you, Miriam. That one is coming to you. I appreciate that. Interesting. See, I didn't even look through. I just kind of grabbed. There was a few that I decided to keep, but. All right, so let's go to lot number 3. And we got to add the picture. Update listing. Okay, so this one is The Collector's Guide to Depression Glass. This one is a paperback. It's not a hardback book. What is this stuff inside? It's got, this has like a magazine article. Glassware, what to look for. Collector's Corner containers. Investing in 19th century Americana. There's like a newspaper or like a magazine. Business Week 1976. And phone systems, the best in the world. What? Don't know what. Alberta Molds did a line of cat and mice. They're also responsible with the Santa picture and mugs you see out and about. Well, Don Winton designed the Alberta Mold stuff. Test your husband with chicken I prefer. I don't know why those are in there, but I'm going to leave them in. Oh, wait, there's another thing in here too. Ceramics Enameled Copper Studio. There's like a little, some ephemera in here. I guess someone was using this to mark some spots. But the Collector's Guide to Depression. Oh, wait. Here's a newspaper article. Dealer Lenore Williams with fines. A newspaper article about someone's collection. Indianapolis Star, 1980. Hoosier Antiques and Collectibles. This is in black and white, but it does give you patterns. Kidney-shaped platter with gravy boat in the Florentine pattern. Lace edge salad plate. Depression. So pattern used only on the border number 6 in the sherbet underdish. Oh wait, there are some color. It's mainly black and white, but you do have some color options. But this is all about depression glass. The copyright to this, gosh, 1973, and I will put all that ephemera back in there. All right, starting at $8 for 30 seconds, the Collector's Guide to Depression Glass. So it gives you patterns, glassware for children, prohibition glassware. There even has some like copies of articles. It's basically all kinds of things that you need to know. Petalware creamer and sugar in gold rim Irvine. Oh, there's the Miss America. Anchor Hawking. Miss America. All right. Well, I would say that's going to be available in the buy it now, but it will once I take a picture of it. You know, I haven't taken a picture of it. All right. This one, lot number 4. I got to take a picture. Edit. Take a picture. Update listing. All right. So this one, Jadeite. I love this one. I just like the look of this book too. I like it. Now, we got a little bit of damage here at the top. But this is Jadeite identification and price guide, but we're just doing it for identification. This is the second edition. And again, oh, look at the inside of it, how it's all marbly. This one is from 1999, 2000. But it gives you an introduction about McKee, like all kinds of different Jadeite pieces. Jeanette, Anchor Hawking, and then it talks about the kitchenware. So it does give you a lot of resource to learn about it, but then you're going to also learn about like these McKee tea and sugar. And the thing with Jadeite is if you've got a piece of modern Jadeite and a piece of vintage Jadeite, if you compare them both side by side, you can totally see what the difference is. There is a lot of reproduction Jadeite out there, so you really have to know what to look for. And maybe reading this book might give you a little bit more information to have in your back pocket, because they even make some of the reprops with these decals and stuff on them too. So you have to really be careful. But talk about mixing bowls. These are all still McKee kitchenware. The shakers. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be great to have in the original box? What did Jay say? Sometimes the black and white is better for being able to see the patterns. I mean, I think that I would agree with that, Jay. So anyway, the Jadeite price guide book starting at $8 for 30 seconds. If there's any interest in this one, like I said, this one does have a little bit of damage on the very, very top there. This one, when it was first sold, it was $24.95. I love that vase. What kind of jadeite? Do any of you prefer any? I myself like the McKee jadeite the best. Jadeite through the home, Canada Dry. Yeah, I really. Oh, Jaden's getting ready to pop in. Hello.
Hello.
I'm live. What you doing?
I'm going to the gas station.
Oh. Why are you going to the gas station for?
Breakfast.
Oh. I was going to say, I've got an energy drink if you want.
Oh. Well, it's okay.
Huh?
It's okay.
Okay. All right. Next. Lot number 5. Let's try this one. I got to do a picture. All right, so this one is a soft book. Oh, I'll have to tell him that. 1998 Pokemon puzzle. He likes to go to the gas station and get, because the gas station's just right behind the shop. He'll go over there and get something every once in a while. He just walks over there. So this is the complete cookie jar book. It's a Schiffer book for collectors. Look at that Coke can. Oh, look, is that Winton? A Winton design? I know that is Shawnee. Okay, cookie. That's a bank. That's not even a cookie jar. So the cookie jar book, again, you get a short history about cookie jars and collecting cookie jars. And then it just gives you talk about the condition. This one, you can see this one has a lot of cold paint loss. So the condition matters, counterfeits and fakes. So it just gives you, I don't know. Oh, maybe you have to put a deposit in. Baby. So anyway, it gives you a lot of like the McCoy. So it is telling you who made it and what era it was made in, and a little bit of history about it. So we have the Brush Pottery Company. I have had the topper of that Humpty Dumpty one, but never the base. He's such a grumpy looking Humpty Dumpty. I love him. I've seen the topper a lot of places, but not really the base. Then we got some beautiful Roseville pottery. So you've got your oh my gosh, there's the Miss Cutie Pie. Miss Cutie Pie. And Little Red Riding Hood. I like the Napco stuff too. Then we got the hobbyist pieces here. We've seen this piece a lot. A hobbyist piece. So it just gives you a lot about cookie jars. So I'm going to start this one at $8. Again, it's in really good condition. It is a soft bound book and not a hard bound book. I like to show the spine though too, because I think a lot of times people like to have all these set up as, you know, like on a bookshelf. So you can see what the spine of it looks like. It says, with over 200 cookie jars illustrated in full color, this is the most complete book about cookie jars ever published. Extensively researched and written by one of America's foremost authorities, this is a definite reference, a must for collectors. All right. Oh my gosh, that one is so cute. You were an angel, you get a cookie. Or you were a rascal. Look. You were an angel, you get a cookie. And then that one is like, you were a rascal. I guess you still get a cookie even if you were a rascal. All right, this one's a different one for a different kind of a niche. Something that I've never really even thought about. So this one is letter openers. Letter openers. A collector's guide to letter openers. Now, it looks like that one's like a micro mosaic letter opener. This is also a soft-bound book. But yeah, I mean, this gives you like lucite and bakelite letter openers. Like I said, there's a collector's market for everything. Brass letter openers, ivory and bone letter openers, arts and crafts, antlers, advertising. Oh, look at these old advertising ones. Those are really, really cool looking. Okay, Jay. But it gives you a little bit of a brief introduction about letter openers, believe it or not. So also starting this one at $8. Again, something that you might be thinking, well, I know a lot about a lot of things. Maybe you don't know anything about letter openers and collecting letter openers. Look at this one. That's a letter opener. So it might give you a little bit something different to learn about. There's wooden ones, trowels, transportation. I don't know. It's just kind of fun. Oh, I've had this one. I've had it, one of these swords letter openers. I had that for a long time too. I didn't know what it was. Apparently it's a letter opener. I don't know. I just thought it was like a little miniature sword. All right. I might. Well, here, we'll just do one more of these because I don't know. We might have to go to the magazines and then come back to the resource book ones because update listing. All right. So this one, put that one in your bin so I can buy it on Friday when I get paid. I mean, Carla Ann, I probably will after the sale is, well, I probably will be I'll be taking pictures and I'll be putting these, because it's just going to be me taking a couple pictures and it won't take me that long. So I will be getting some pictures taken and I'll get these set up. This one is Occupied Japan collectibles. Occupied Japan. Now this one does have somebody's address that was marked out. So this is also a paperback book, but here, you know, we've got the Occupied Japan. What'd you get? Are you working today?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I love you.
Love you.
But see, like all these little vases, all those Occupied Japan, and then it gives a little bit of history about the Occupied Japan, or the pieces that are shown, like the little Toby mugs. I like the figural Occupied Japan, like these little critters, the little animals and stuff. The fancy dancies, I'm not a big, I mean, I don't mind them, but I like the figural ones. What is the difference between Occupied Japan and Japan? Okay, so I always get confused on the years, but there was a period of time, maybe it says in here. Okay. Here, let me read what this book says so I don't get it wrong. All items made in Japan from the beginning of our occupation at the end of World War II until April 28, 1952 was when America stopped occupying Japan. So anything prior to 1952 was marked with made in occupied Japan. When the occupation ended, that were to be exported to the United States still had to be marked in one of four ways: Japan, made in Japan, occupied Japan, or made in occupied Japan. So that it was a shorter period of time where items were marked with occupied Japan or made in occupied Japan. So that's what makes them a little bit more collectible, you know? So some people only want to collect the made in occupied Japan. They're a little bit older than just made in Japan. Does that make sense? All right. Yeah, some of it was just marked in Japan and the outer carton was made more. I didn't know that. That's good information to know. But so it's just kind of I don't know. It's just kind of, it makes it that much more collectible to some people, All right, I'm going to start this one at $8 for 30 seconds. Occupy Japan. Here's the author. That there is Jean Florence. Jean Florence was born in Lexington in 1944. He graduated from the University of Kentucky and was a double major in mathematics and English. And he wrote this here book. It must have been his hobby. Here's the Oriental pears. So it does give you some details about what the items were. Sets and partial sets, like we got the little angels and stuff there. Oh, wow, 7 bids. I look away and it's got 7 bids. All right, Miss Julianne is winning at 13. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nippon was, yeah. Yeah, it is kind of interesting if you could, thank you so much, Miss Julianne. If you deep dive into some of the history of some of these makers and some of the marks, you can really go into a big deep dive. And then it'll spiderweb into other things. And you're like, well, I want to know about this. So it's kind of fun if you've got the time to like look into specific makers and see how they came to be. I mean, if you like history and that kind of stuff, it all kind of falls in line with that. I will ask, is there any, I'll do this one next, but is there any kind of topic of resource books that y'all might be looking for? Because I have stacks of them. I am keeping a few. At Collector at Heart, if you showed a book, if I showed one and you want me to run it again, I can run it again. I got the letter opener, the cookie jar book, the Jadeite book, and the Collector's Guide to Depression Glass that didn't sell. So I can run it again. This one is a fun one, and I almost decided to keep this one, but I did keep another, a different one. The letter opener book and the Jadeite book. Okay. Let me run those first. Let me see if I can, I think I can go in. Let's see. I know that, what one was this one? Okay, it wasn't that one. Okay, the Jadeite book. Boop. Is it that one? Let me see. Nope. What did I do? Okay, Misty. What? No. Let me go back down. Because this one. Move to stage. Let me just double check. View listing. Nope, it's not that one. Remove from stage. I'll figure this out, I promise. Okay, here's the letter opener one. That one was number 6. Move to stage. Restart. Okay, here is the letter opener book. It's going to start at $8 for 30 seconds. Any 60s, 70s toys and decor, I might. The Jadeite, the Depression Glass. I would like to get the, okay. Alrighty. I'll just kind of rerun these other ones real quick. Except for the cookie jar book, because I didn't see any interest in the cookie jar book. All right, Collector at Heart. Again, it's really pretty interesting to learn. It's always important to learn new things. All right, Collector at Heart, that one is coming to you. Thank you so very much. I'm so thrilled that I'm going to be getting rid of some of my stacks. Edit. Okay, that's the cookie jar book. Edit item. Okay, this one is the Depression Glass book. Move to stage. Okay, The Collector's Guide to Depression Glass with all the extra ephemera articles in it, starting at $8 for 30 seconds. There are black and white and color pictures, but like Jay had noted, sometimes it's easier to see the patterns in the black and white than it is in color. But this one does have some color photos in it as well. Hawking's Sandwich Platter. See, that's the sandwich pattern. I wonder why that one's called sandwich pattern. Colonial pattern is also called knife and fork. Depression glass patterns all mumble jumbled together for me. But there are some color pieces or some color pages in this one as well. All right. Thank you, Miss Julianne. That one is coming to you as well. And then I got this Jadeite. I keep hitting the wrong button. The Jadeite book. No, it's not number 5. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it's number 4. Number 4, move to stage. Do, 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 da, do, da. Okay, number 4 is the Jadeite book. Hardbound, we do have a little bit of damage here. Bye, Kim. Oh, tell Bob, give Bob my love. Give him a hug from me. All right, the Jadeite book starting at $8 for 30 seconds. And again, I will, if you're just purchasing books, I will make sure that you are getting it via media mail, so it will be much cheaper. This one does give you different history on McKee, Hawking, Fire King. Well, this one just says McKee, Jeanette, and Anchor Hawking. And then it talks about kitchenware, dinnerware, Jadeite through the home, and then a bibliography, which can be helpful. All right, Sandy. That one is coming to you. Now, I still have the cookie jar book. So this is the one that I've already ran that didn't sell. So if there's any interest in that one, let me know and I can rerun that one again. This one right here is a cool one. This one is, take a picture of it. Update listing. This one, this is the one I almost decided to keep for myself, but it's Christmas. It's Christmas, collecting Christmas. Ornaments, lights, and decorations. This is volume 2. I didn't keep volume 1, but this one is volume 2. This one is a hardbound book in, it was originally sold at Country Gentleman Antiques in Newburgh, Indiana. But it gives you Christmas through the years. It just kind of gives you like a little bit of synopsis of, you know, Christmas ornament collecting, different kinds of glass, symbolism of Christmas decorations, all this reading stuff, chimney sweeps. But then it gets into the glass ornaments. And this one gives you a lot of history about collecting Christmas ornaments and items. Specifically glass, like German and Polish ornaments. We've got mercury glass beads, but this one gives you a lot of history on collecting Christmas. This one is mainly, I want to say it's mainly, oh my gosh. Look at oh my gosh, I would die. Palmer Cox ornaments. Palmer Cox. I would lose my mind if I found that. So you do get, this is mainly, it's ornaments. Christmas, no, I lied. We talked about metal ornaments. We go to glass ornaments, metal ornaments. We've got tinsel. Look at those boxes and stuff. Yes, everything, all the shipping will be combined. And I'll get it to you the cheapest way possible. So you might get a refund. We've got the old world Santas are in here as well. Oh my gosh. Look, the little spun goobers, the paper mache. We got our milk glass Santa. This is fun to look through. We've got Irwin plastic little light up things. Oh my gosh, look at that one. I want him. So this is a really lot of information in this one. So this one also, these books are heavy, so that's why I'm saying that I will do my best to get them to you via media mail the cheapest way I possibly can. Why does this say $10? Okay, is this one starting at $8 for 30 seconds? $8, 30 seconds for the Christmas. So like I said, yes, you can do Google image search. You can find things on the internet, but there are some things that you cannot easily access. And if you do, you'll go down a rabbit hole and then you're like, what was I even researching? And then you'll start research. If you keep it into a book, it gives you a starting place and then you can decide what you want to research a little bit more. At least that's my experience. Because then I'm like, oh, I want to learn about that. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I wanted to learn about these Palmer Cox Christmas ornaments. And, anyway. So I love the resource books. And also a really quick guide for like the depression glass one. Say you bought some depression glass at an auction or at an estate sale or at a yard sale. Sometimes you can use Google image search and you can find the pattern, but sometimes you can't find it. So having that resource book is a great way to quickly find something. All right, let me look at the ones that I had pulled to see. I think I do have a toy one, but I think that's one that I decided to keep. I'll go over there and look here in a second, but this one's also a fun one. Head vases, identification and values. But again, we're not paying attention to the values. This was Kathleen Cole. Let me tell you, I one day want to have my picture taken just like this. In fact, I think that this might be me when I'm an older woman, older than what I am now. I love all of her vibe. I love her blue eyeshadow. Isn't she fantastic? She seems very wise and knowledgeable. All right, head vases, identification, and values. So again, you're getting a little bit of a brief history lesson, and then it kind of just jumps into ladies. But again, if you've got one of these, okay, here's the thing. You've got one of these head vases. Don't they all look very similar? They all look very similar. But we've got Rubens, No Mark, Anarco, and Anarco. So these two are made by Anarco. She doesn't have a mark, and she's made by Rubens. So again, you can be like, well, that's a Rubens. And you're like, no, it's an Anarco. So you can easily try to find your lady in here. And if it's not marked, then you'll be able to figure out who made it. Oh my gosh. I love that guy. I've never seen him. He's a big clock face man. He's made by Lefton. I didn't even know. Oh, we don't like the clown ones. So anyway, head vases. Not a lot of learning, but definitely a lot of good resource to figure out which one or what to help you identify. So this one's going to be number 9. Update listing. Move to stage. Okay. Resource number 9, the lady head vase. Your heads. Gee, with this lady on it. You know what? They should have made her into a lady head vase. Wonder if they ever did. She looks like she would be a nice lady head vase. Miss Kathleen Cole. She's been an avid collector of antiques for more than 30 years and a head vase collector for about 8 years. Presently, her collection numbers more than 1,000. She has been a bookkeeper in a stamp and coin shop for over 23 years. Her daughter, Melanie, shares her interest in collecting. Terracotta. There's just all kinds of ones in here. Thank you, Miriam. You've unlocked discounted shipping, so that one is coming to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, gosh, I meant to go over there and look. Books, books, books. Let me go grab another Christmas one. I see another Christmas one over here. And while I'm over here, I'll look and see if I've got... And I got antique tins, Christmas collectibles. Oh, yeah. Metalware. Oh, I can't do Nancy Ann. I didn't know I had a Nancy Ann book. I just bought one. Oh, this one will be fun. Fire King. Jar. Hang on. I'm looking through. Salt and peppers. Okay. I'm going to look at the... All right, I grabbed a couple different ones. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So I got to take, this one has several different price tags on it. I've had this for years, so I didn't have time to take the price. This is toys. It's Fisher Price toys specifically from 1931 to 1963. Look at John and Bruce on the back. So, historical rarity value guide, but mainly history. So this one's a fun one because it does give you the history behind Fisher Price. So 1931 was the first years of Fisher Price. And it gives you the birthplace for Fisher Price toys as it stood in the 30s at 70 Church Street in East Aurora, Illinois. So this one really does. Hi, Mike. This one really gives you a lot of history about Fisher Price. And I mean, look, the first, not want to say half, but these many pages give you the history of Fisher Price with pictures. Like, look at this old sign. Fisher Price toys. So that's why I might just have to read this before I ship it, because that's why I wanted to keep it. So a man named Herman G. Fisher, president and general manager of All Fair Toys and Games, had aspirations of owning his own toy company. Unsuccessful in his attempt in 1930 to purchase All Fair, Fisher turned his competitive efforts towards forming his own toy manufacturing. And then upon meeting Irving R. Price through their mutual friend, Elbert Hubbard II, while they were touring an All Fair factory, then they decided, hey, we should go in business together. So we do have a lot, and it breaks it up in the years. So 1940, it talks about all the toys that they came out with in the 1940s, all the way up into 1963. So this one is a really, really good. It's a really, really good one. Nope, we're not doing it that way, Misty. So this is going to be lot number 10. I will take a photo of it. This one I am going to start at $10. Update listing. Where'd you go? Move stage. All right. So this one's going to start at $10. It is a paperback book. It's not a hardbound book. I will get these 2 stickers off of it with my undo, so those won't be there anymore. This is what the binding looks like. And again, it gives you, there's so much information. Look at, remember that? I just sold a couple of the pieces to that. I'm honestly, okay, Rachel's, I'm honestly, if this one doesn't sell, This would be a great book to do a deep dive on about Fisher-Price toys. All right, Rachel, it's coming to you. It's so interesting. It really, really is. Oh, look. On the bus there's my favorite Fisher-Price little people, little pissy pants. There he is. He's in that bus. I love this one. It was in my keep pile, Rachel. But I got a lot of deep dives that I need to do. I know. I love them too. I love them too. All right. The next one. What time is it? All right. I got to get to, I'm going to do a few more of these and then I'm going to get to the magazines. Move to stage. Oops. Nope. I got to edit it first. Update listing. Okay. So this one is all about salt and pepper shakers, or as my dad. Do you still have that beautiful fairy book? I don't. I actually, Mike, I ended up not even getting it because there was so much damage to it. They wanted so much more. The price that they were asking was what it would have been if it was in great condition, and it just wasn't. Yes, Willie, my dad calls them salt and pepper shakers. So now every time I see salt and pepper shakers, my brain goes to that because that's why. And in fact, when I was little, that's what I thought that they were called, was salt and pepper shakers. Because that's what my dad's always called them. Hi, Nanner. So salt and pepper shakers. This is edition number 2. And again, it just gives you, I mean, this one's a lot of fun. Like, look at those. We've all seen these. But did you know that if you got all of them, then they will create the state of the United States? Because they sold them in pairs. Yeah, he loves Tupperware. He loves his Tupperware too. But man, there's just so many of them in here. Like I have these. I have those right there, those little cottages. There's so many of them in here that, oh my gosh, look at this guy. I want him. He's flushing himself down the toilet. I've had these. Who's the man is holding on to the toilet chain? It says, goodbye, cruel world. Oh my gosh. There are so many in here that I want. There's some in here that I don't want. There are some culturally insensitive ones in here. I don't want those. But anyway, salt and pepper shakers, identification, starting at $8 for 30 seconds. It's thinner. It's not real thick. It does give a little bit of, oh wait, look, Willie. Oh, no, it's not Diet Coke. It's just Coke. I thought it was going to give, but those Hershey's, Amber, I think Amber sold some, no, they were salt. It was like salt and not Hershey's, but I remember them having that little thing at the top. It gives you a little bit of an introduction about collecting salt and pepper shakers, but this one is mainly identification and value, which we don't pay attention to. All right. This one is in really good condition too. This one is going to be number 12, and it is a Fire King. Update listing. Move to stage. All right, Anchor Hawking's Fire King and more. Hardbound book. All about Anchor Hawking and Fire King. This one is in really good condition. This one once belonged to Elle Wilkerson in Ellettsville, Indiana. It's got her little sticker. But Fire King, all different patterns. It gives a brief history about Fire King. And honestly, when you get into like the different sections, like the restaurant wear, it also gives the dates and a little synopsis of the history about them as well. So that's kind of cool. So restaurant wares from 1948 to 1967. Collars in Anchor White, Azurite, Crystal, Jadeite, and Roseite. So you can really learn a lot. And it even gives you some bottom stamp marks as well. So this is a good reference. Starting at $8 for 30 seconds. The Fire King Identification and Value Guide. But, you know, we're not going to pay attention to the value part of it. It's just mainly learning about it and the different patterns. Like that one is the wheat dinnerware. It even gives you like dimensions of all of the items as well. So, I mean, if you had a bunch of Fire King and you were wanting to list it and you're like, I don't want to get out my ruler, this is going to give you the dimensions of the bowls, and all that, and the ounces. You know how sometimes in your eBay listings, they want you to put like how many ounces. You're like, I don't know how many ounces this is going to hold. Well, this book will tell you how many ounces that will hold. All right, Sandy, that one is going to you. Thank you so much. This one is a little bit different. I absolutely love this book, and this would be a great book if you were doing ephemera stuffs. I'm gonna move it to stage. This one has great. It's The Glamour Art of Rolf Armstrong, Pinup Dreams by Janet Dobson and Michael Woodridge. Okay, we've got this incredible pinup on the front and on the back. Last year, I sold a set of Salt and Pepper Arizona State shaped from the 60s. Yeah, they do like. But man, this one has, so pinups, and it's going it from like Gibson Girl era and all the way up into like the 1940s, 1950s pinups. But it does give a little bit of history about the photographer or the artist. You can see here, he's taking her picture or she's posing for him. For that. That's the model that was posing for him. It's just incredible. Incredible. See, look, see here? This is funny. She's hugging that stuffed horse, and that's what it ended up. That was the still. And that's what they got. It's just incredible to me. You could probably even frame some of these. Oh man. Gorgeous. So this is an incredible book. And you get a lot of history of the artists and a little bit of the models. Hi, Diane. All right, this is also a paperback book. Oh my gosh, but look at, if you tore off the cover, you'll have a pinup with very strategically placed lay. Look, there's the bottom. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to start this $8 for 30 seconds. This is an incredible book. I love this book a lot. And I bought it thinking that, oh, I'm going to read it. I just haven't. I love the history. Skipper made drawings today. Wait, what is this? It tells about a little bit about the photographer and the artist. Yeah, I like this book. I'm glad that it didn't sell. I'm not going to rerun that one. Sorry. All right, here is another one. This one's a fun one. I think that you guys will like this one. It's all about Squeaky toys. I mean, look at the cover of that one. Squeaky Toys, a collector's handbook and price guide. There's Big Boy. He's up there. And I wonder if there's any rimples. There's Cupie. Oh my gosh, look at the worm. Cupie. There's Rimple, Mr. Toad up there. And we've got Mowgli's. We've got Snap. Oh, there's more on the back. Baby Beans! there's a baby bean squeak toy. That's not a squeak toy. That's not a squeak toy. There's a Rimple. Fleecy. Baby beans. We got to see baby beans. Oh my gosh. These are, look, there's Santa. There's another Santa. I like him. So it just gives you, these are Rimple. Rimple. I've not seen this bunny. Oh my gosh, look at little chipmunk. It says love. I want all these. Oh wait, look, this horse. I am Misty. Misty the horse. I'm Misty. It's a Rand McNally. Oh, no manufacturer ID. That is a Mobley dog. That's you're Mobley. You're a Mobley. There's Mickey. Oh my gosh. There's the worm. There's a Rimple hobo. You're Rimple. It says no stamp. But how come we know more than this person does that wrote this book? Mobley. How did they put that one in there and not get that the other one was Mobley? Oh my gosh. I just sold. That's Relcor. Relcor or Remcor. Remco or Relcor, one of those two. There's a lot of Disney ones. Oh my gosh, look at that one. If you find these Batman and Robin and Spider-Man and all those are worth a lot of money. Okay, so starting at $8 for 30 seconds is the Squeaky toy book. That one's a fun one. Oh my, look, there's a Roadrunner. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Oh my gosh, look at Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown and Snoopy. I've had those before. This is a fun one. Oh, look, there's little Emmeline. There's Emmeline, naked. Little naked Emmeline. All right, Diane. This is so fun, Diane. Sun Rubber. Mighty Mouse is on his way. I love that one. That one's probably my favorite one so far. That's a good one, Diane. All right. So I kind of think that maybe we should move. Yeah, we got to move on to the magazines now. Now, I probably will do another one of these in a couple weeks because I'm not going to be doing one next week because I'll be gone. So I've got more stacks. And the two that didn't sell, I will take pictures of and I'll put them up in the Buy It Now today. But let's move on to magazines. Christine, do you see my earrings? I got on my Christine earrings. Okay, see? All right. I can't click you in, Mike. You got to come over to virtualantiquemarketplace.com. You have to click in. I can't click you in. Okay. I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the books, like I did the magazine. So, Good Housekeeping. Oh, wait on the magazines. I can't wait real long, Mike, because I only got till noon because I'm going to be off when LaDonna. Here, I'll do one of these other ones, Mike, that you may not be as interested in. I actually love these. So let me edit it. So this one is from December 23rd, 1986. It's a family circle. But man, this is when like I was in 6th grade in 1986. So just looking through and seeing some of these ads and just like seeing some of the house decor and stuff just brings me back. And I remember my mom had, look, these tree trimmings. Look at that fun tree. I would have that tree. I would put these paper cuttings. I think that is so cute. But that's very, oh my gosh, that is Vincent Price trying to sell us Tilex. Oh, Vincent Price. Holiday lights. Did anybody else remember looking through? Here's for tips for lighting up your holiday. Try flooding evergreens for drama. Stick to blue, green, clear, and deluxe white mercury lamps. These enhance the colors of your evergreens. See, like, look, 1986. But honestly, I could see that in someone's home today. All this stuff is coming back. Pet care corner. Oh my gosh! Jilly, look at this ad. Oh, save up to $103 on your child's favorite Mattel toys. Are you ready to see this ad? Look at this Mattel ad. We've got Popples. Emmeline, did you see your little naked self? I found your naked squeak toy in a book. Popples, He-Man, Barbie and the Rockers. I don't remember what that doll's name is. Let me see if I can find Emmeline's naked. I found, look, Emmeline, is this book already sold? That is a great ad. Oh my gosh. Lovely Lacy dress-ups. 1986. And this is in really good condition. I was looking through some of these and I just had so much fun looking through the ads. Like, look at the hair. Look at the side ponytail. Oh my gosh, look at this one. The Speak and Spell that I never got. I always wanted one. But you know what? I got one now. Look at these console TVs. Okay, anyway. This is going to start at $8 for 30 seconds. If there's any interest in the 1986 Family Circle, they're just so much fun to look through. So much fun. Folgers, decaffeinated drinkers, wake up nose first. How would you handle it? Family Circle asks 4 women who enjoy celebrating Christmas, what aspect of the holiday bothers you most? Gina Gillian Tancio, she's 27 years old. Okay. She said, Christmas is such a special time of year. It inspires me to look for thoughtful gifts for my family and friends to show them how much they mean to me. Yet, this is what drives me crazy. What gift will be memorable? I'm a perfectionist at heart, and I really try to match the gift with a person. This takes months of planning, so no last-minute shopping for me. Okay. All right, now I'm going to do lot number 22. This one is from 1952. Update listing. Move to stage. So this one is Good Housekeeping, February 1952. Also, before I end this live, I want to try something out. So if I could get a volunteer before I leave to pop on so we can try something out, that would be great. So like 10 till noon, like 11:50. Okay, Bug. I want to try something out because it may not be available for everybody yet, but there is a way that you can now, if you're doing a duo sale, the 2 people can be side by side instead of a little box. So I want to see how that works. So you can be side by side and not in a little box. It's slowly rolling out, but I wanted to give it, because I think that's going to be amazing. So I wanted to give it a try. And then maybe Cheryl and LaDonna can give it a try too. So I want to try that. All right. Good Housekeeping from 1952. Annual report on small colleges. First complete cake book. This one has an ivory ad on the back. 1952. Look at the Valentine. Yeah, February. This is February 9th. So we got fashion. Perfect sleeper. Safety is no accident. Tussie. Oh my gosh, look at the kitchen. All that tile. All that tile. Super Puddin'. I think I showed some of these yesterday. Turn a carefree face to the weather. Fells Naphtha. This is all those different cakes. How to cook a cake. Ways to serve cake. 4 ways to make a cake. Oh, look. This is a top drawer ideas. I guess for on top of your, what to get off of your chest, how to display things on your chest of drawers. All right, this is going to start at $8 for 30 seconds. 1952 Good Housekeeping. It's in really pretty good condition. There is a little bit of wrinkling to the spine. No missing pages. I think that there is, that's the author, or not the author, the illustrator of the cover. It's just got great graphics on it. All right, Miss Rachel. Why is it difficult to get in, Mike? Did you click on the link? I pinned the link. I'll pin it again. Are you going to virtualantiquemarketplace.com? There's the link, but you can also go to I want to figure this out, why this is so hard. Don't go to the app. Don't go to an app. Thank you, Rachel. If you just go to virtualantiquemarketplace.com, you should be able, and honestly, if you've signed in once, it should automatically sign you in every time that you pop in. I really want to figure this out. Why I really want to know why. Hey, Angela. Oh, Jilly. I got to try to find it. Because, Jilly, you have to see this ad. Did you see this ad that I found in this 1986 magazine? Look at this. Miss Mattel ad. That should be framed, honestly. That's an amazing ad. All right, I got this other one. This is another Good Housekeeping from July 1949. Yeah. Wait, is this? Hang on. Yeah. Just making sure I got confused. July, she might be topless. 1949. Well, she's got, I mean, it was the 40s. You know, listen, in the 70s, I was a little girl and I ran around without my shirt on in the neighborhood. I wanted to be like my brother. A lot of little girls used to run around without a shirt on. And you know what? There were pervies back then too. There have been pervies forever. This one, it says, favorite reading for any summer day. And the back of it has a nice camel. Because that's when they were like, you know, smoking is fancy. Smoking is sophisticated. The problem, simply stated, here it is. How to persuade Pop there must be a woman in the house. What? I don't understand, but that's great graphic though, right? Yeah, I don't understand why you can't get on here, Mike. I wanna help. Names can hurt you. What the baby is called may not be as important as the birth and during the early years, but later on, that choice of a name can have a serious psychological effect. Some names should be discarded instantly. Are these the names that should be discarded? Reginald, Percival, Hector, Chauncey, and Horace. Well, no der. No der. But also William. That name is on here. William, Edward, Quince, Ezekiel, Mary, Janet, Yeti, James, Nina, Benedict, Joan, Dorothy, Nils, Mona, Ichabod. I can't even pronounce some of these. Quince, I said Ezekiel. It's always difficult to name the first child. Anyway, don't name your child Willie, apparently. All right, anyway, this one, $8 for 30 seconds. Again, very similar condition to the other one. This one's from 1949. So, I mean, it's stood up over the years. I love looking at the ads. Oh my gosh, look at the little goodie. That is a brand too that they still have that, like that font is still. Sore corn? Don't mourn. Blue Jane corn plasters will give you greater relief. Emmeline. If you want the curl, anyway, it's just, I love that. Thank you so much, Emmeline. Thank you. Okay, that one has, all right, this one is a Women's Day from November 1969. 1969. We got to edit. We're going to take a picture. Update listing. We're going to move it to stage. All right, so this one's from 1969. We have a little bit of wear up there on that corner. Winston's, we still were advertising cigarettes. I think this is November 1969. So we've got 100 Christmas gifts to make. And when this was when this one came out, it was 20 cents. 20 cents. I want to say that this one had, well, here's some gifts that you can make. Look at those matching aprons made out of towels. I mean, I can't make that. What are those? Foolish finials. Look at her hat. I can make that hat. I want to say that there was one of these that had, oh yeah, look at the decor. Wallpaper for days. What's on that little boy's? Well, that kind of looks like it's a small world after all. Look at that. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Oh, sex among the innocents. So there is a mom in the bathtub, and her little girl is standing there naked. And she says, "Hey, Ma, how come I'm so plain and you're so fancy?" There's a little boy looking at the clothesline. It says, "Teacher said you can tell whether it's going to be a boy or a girl by looking into its jeans." Ma, open your mouth. I want to talk to my brother. Oh, she's pregnant. That's so cute, though. I don't understand some of these. Parquet. Remember that commercial? Parquet. Oh my gosh, that's a memory that just popped into my brain. Don't you remember the little butter? Parquet. Did he say parquet or did it say butter? Parquet. I think it said parquet. Or was it margarine? I don't know. What did it say? Yeah, butter. Butter. Soft parquet with a freshness that is craft. Oh, look at the Blue Horizon Pyrex ad. Man, memories are just flooded into our brains when we look at these magazines. Look, here's your, you are already a winner, $150,000 sweepstakes. These exciting prizes are, oh my gosh, I love these. These are the ones, these little inserts are the ones that usually have like the good Holt Howard stuff. I have that. Your own name on a giant Santa door card. I got to look and see if there's any Holt Howard. Hang on. There usually is. And it's usually really incredibly cheap. Okay, I don't see it. Well, look, there's the Happy Cow set. Parquet margarine from Kraft. The container says butter, but the container says margarine, but the flavor says butter. Okay, hang on. Holt Howard, where are you? You got to be. Well, there's a big-eyed girl. You could get her for $1.49. Christmas guest Santa soap. Hang on. I know it has to be. There has to be Holt Howard. Oh my gosh, look at those necklace. Doll on a necklace. You could get one of those for $1. Can we go back to when things were this price? Of course, none of us would be getting paid as much as we're getting paid now either, but okay, hang on. I know you can't see these pages, but man, really? There's a fun wig for little girls. And look at that. Your whole bathroom toilet set for $1.98 for all of those pieces. Well, Holt Howard, you've disappointed me. Oh, look. That's fun. I mean, you could probably use this for other things, but look, you can keep your nose warm with that little nose warmer right there, or maybe other things. You can strap that to other things. Keep that schnozzle warm with our woolly warmer is a nose saver on slopes or in stands with cold winds blow. Sure. Well, there's no Holt Howard, but you can get a glamour phone for $29.98. That was probably pretty expensive back then. Okay, anyway, 1969, $8, 30 seconds. This one's a fun one because, yeah, I have seen them, Christine, but for other parts of the body. It can keep other parts of the body warm. Wait, here's more. The Women's Day Shopping Center. Make money writing. Oh my gosh, look at the ornaments, the beaded ornament kits. Did you really grow these at home? You can grow mushrooms at home. I love those. I love these those little junk magazines. Diane, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to do one more of these Women's Day ones, and then I'm going to go to the antique ones. Let's do December 1974. Women's Day. And then we'll go to the antique ones. Oh, no, Misty. You hit the wrong button. Edit. I said edit. Oop. Update listing. Move to stage. Okay. So this one, December 1974, keep this as a season for loving and remembering. That's what it says at the top. This one was 35 cents originally. To use money well, 111 gifts for $11 or less. Relax with our heart-side needlework. Save yourself with our meatball magic and 6 fast dinners. Just to enjoy stories, essays, and plays for kids, glamour hairdos, and a cookbook of holiday goodies. And it gives you instructions on how to make this cookie design. I don't think you did, Paul. I don't understand. I want to help, but I don't understand why it's not working. Because all you have to do is go to your Google and go to virtualantiquemarketplace.com. That's it. Or just click on the link, and it should work. I don't understand. I don't know. Here's your recipes. Holiday goodie. Ooh, gross. What is that? Pineapple slices, tinted green with Miracle Whip. I don't know about that. Oh my gosh, look at this ad. Child Guidance brings your child a little Sesame Street of his own. I want that. Look at the little play set. That's what I like to see. Oh, look, there's coupons. Coupons for peas. You could save 7 cents, but it expires on June 30th, 1975. Just 29 days after I was born. Can't use that. There's an ad for Ben Gay. I really want to see more of these ads. Well, here's your special treats for the holidays. Boy, the photography back then was just not that great because those are really, really blurry. Christmas. Oh, here's a play. We should put on a play. Christmas all over the place. Do you guys want to put on a play? Oh, here's the gifts that you can make. A shawl. Oh, a pretty blouse. They're playing the recorder. Let's live Christmas. Oh my gosh. Out of this world for Christmas. Short story. Oh, here's your dress up hairdos. In it is a class by themselves. That's a lot of hairspray. Anyway, all right. I was really hoping I would see some more fun toy ads. There's a lot of cigarette ads. Oh, well. All right. We're going to run this one. $8, 30 seconds. December 1974, Women's Day. We've got this fun crest ad on the back. Oh, that was a Play-Doh ad. I just passed it. There was a cheese ad. Oh, Play-Doh. 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 So many ways to make a little kid feel big. Downy. There's another coupon for Maxwell House Coffee. Save 33 cents. But it expires December 31st, 1975. All right, these I will be taking some pictures of. And wait, what does this one say? Free 17 gift tags. I don't know if that's in there anymore. Okay, we're going to move on to the antique. The antique magazines. Oh, I got to edit. So this one, update listing. This one is January 1918. 1918. And the condition on this being that it's from 1918 blows my mind. This is, will the sword be, I always say it's sword. I know that it's sword, but sword. Will the sword be sheathed in 1918? January 1918. This was 15 cents back in the day. So that was a little bit of money back then. Due to a recent update for iPhone app, it will save your preferred marketplace and will always take you directly. Yes, it will. It will do that. It doesn't for you still. I will say, everyone, make sure that you have District did just do an update, just like earlier in the week, either late last week or early this week. So make sure that you go in and you make sure that you have the most updated version. Yeah, I think that it was just a couple days ago. So just make sure that you have the most updated version, because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to. All of the new things aren't gonna work, and eventually it's going to force you to update before you can go any further. So just make sure that you've updated it. It's all updated. All right, so this is a gorgeous magazine, and like I said, the condition of this for being from 1918 is honestly incredible. So it's a nice oversized magazine. We've got Buster Brown shoes. And it's Ladies' Home Journal. So it's a lot of fashion, a lot of short stories, a lot of recipes, a lot of ads, which I think the ads are always my favorite part. Look at this Edison Mazda on the back page. I do know that it is a short. There are some things that are not showing up for everybody. It is rolling out a little slow, but you have to make sure that you are updated in order to, this is like some soldiers. It's an incredible condition. Hairdos, what every woman wants to know. Oh, why bread and meat and milk cost so much? Why clothes and shoes are still going up in price? How to buy intelligently in the markets and stores, how to cut all of these things that are still we're worrying about now. I'm gonna start this one at $10 for 30 seconds. If there's any interest in it, it does have a little bit of the address label. That's the funny thing with these antique magazines is like when they put the address label on it, they just like, sometimes it's in a random spot. I can try to get that off with my undo. But honestly, the condition of this one, the other ones I have are not in this great of condition. This is incredible. Philip Beaulieu. Yeah, from a painting by Philip Beaulieu is the cover art on that. It's just incredible. Incredible. All right, thank you, Miss Julianne. That one's coming to you. All right, this is the oldest one that I have. Let me do the listing. This one is actually from update listing, September 1899. September 1899, which is incredible. Let me make sure I got that one. Okay, I did. And honestly, for the condition, thank you, Diane. I'm going to run a couple more of these. I might go just a little bit over. Just a little bit. This was 10 cents back in the day. And honestly, the condition that this one is in for being from 1899 is still pretty incredible. It's still intact. There's no missing pages. Look at this ad for the corsets on the back. R&C corsets. That's incredible. And again, this was the address label when it was being delivered. That one's going to Iowa, Fromendale, Iowa. But again, this is the Ladies' Home Journal, so it's a lot of women's issues. There's a lot of recipes, short stories, fashion, ads, dresses for little children. 1899. That's before the Titanic. This was Gilded Age. Oh, okay, this page is separate. All the pages are there. Oh, Gossip of a New York Girl. Look at these houses. The prettiest country homes in America. That suburban home in the Atlanta Highlands. But the ads in here are fantastic. I wish I could just show this easier than what I can. But it's incredible. Look at the ads for the corsets. Miss Elizabeth Candy Stanton. There's furs in here. The ads are always my favorite part. Look at those hats, corsets, Chicago waist. The White Squadron, a popular fireside game of interest to every young American, depicts U.S. naval vessels of all classes. There's a lot of hat and corsets ads in here. Anyway, all right. I'm going to start this one also at $10 for 30 seconds. And it's running. I know, Diane. I wonder how many of them are standing too. Probably not very many of them. And if there are some standing, there may be some that are just haven't been taken care of. And probably sometimes, like if they were, you know, the bigger houses, the fancy houses were kind of in the middle of town. And over time, people moved out of the cities and moved into the country. And then, you know, the city houses just, they made them into apartments and, you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, Miss Julianne, that one is also coming to you. Thank you so very much. This one is a little bit different. This one is a Needlecraft magazine. There we go. Has a lot of, did I move it to stage? Move to stage. This is from October 1917, but it has also a really great ad on it. And it has this great Victor RCA ad on the back. This one is like a lot of patterns, needlecraft, and that sort of thing. Needlecraft's gift box, interesting centerpieces for practical uses, tatted and border. I mean, it's needlework. But there are still a lot of great ads in here as well. For scissors, brings $1 brings your choice from this Hartman budget book. So I'm going to start this one also at $10 for 30 seconds. It is complete. As with all these magazines, they sometimes are kind of tattered along the edges. Yeah, this one isn't as thick, but it still has incredible ads. Freeman's face powder, models with fashionable lines, garments for ladies, miss, and child. Do you need more money to help your husband, to help your children, to help yourself? We can show you every way that dignified, honorable, and profitable. World Star Knitting Company. All right, Sandy, that one is coming to you. Thank you so much. Just don't tell me. Don't tell me, Angela. I won't know. All right, I have 2 more of these antique magazines. And then we're going to try the thing. This one is from Christmas 1918. It's Today's Housewife. They did put the address label over that. This was going to St. Petersburg, Pennsylvania. 15 cents a copy. Oh, let me edit. Let me take a picture of that one. Update listing. We'll move it to stage. All right. So today's Housewife, Christmas 1918. We've got Uncle Ben's rice ad. Looking forward in 1919. Without the American women, the war could not have been won. Without the American woman, the battle-torn world could not be restored. Your home is a part of a great scheme. There are your own dear ones to feed and warm, to care for. And now there are those in other homes too, across the water, torn, devastated, pitiful, beseeching. Discharge this debt you must. And today's housewife more dedicates the Homemaker's Bureau to your service. So this was right after the Great War, World War I. So an affair, again, short, look at that ad. Baker's Cocoa. That's so cute. Universal Christmas Gifts. Universal Home Needs. So again, it's ads, it's short stories, it's women's issues. War ran make brutes of men and it makes heroes. It all depends on what they're fighting for. So some like war propaganda kind of things too. Their garb of service. So these are women that served in the military, army nurses, and so forth. Heinz cream. This one's a great one. Clubbing bargains. Look at this ad. Oh my gosh. Make this a Red Cross Christmas. Isn't that fantastic? That could be framed too. All right, I'm going to start this one at $10 for 30 seconds. Today's housewife, Christmas 1918. Baby knows it's good. Even a baby appreciates the flavor of baker's cocoa, and everyone should at the present time appreciate really a remarkable food value of cocoa and chocolate, the only popular beverages containing fat. More than 1/4 of baker's cocoa and more than 1/2 of baker's chocolate is pure and easily digested fat. They are practically all nutrition. All nutrition. All right, Rachel, that one is coming to you. I got one more antique magazine to run, and it is Today's Magazine from October 1916. And this one is in the worst condition out of all of them. It is complete, but the cover is separate. So this one has the most condition issue. So if you take the cover off, you just got the magazine right here. So this will be one that maybe, if you wanted to cut this one up to do crafting with it, you could do that. But Today's Magazine, again, it's aimed towards women. We've got short stories, fashion, cooking, household conveniences, low cost of comfort. But again, the ads in here are fantastic. The new silhouette with your corsets and fashion hose, all kinds of piano ads. We do have a few color. Oh, there's Mary Pickford. Mary Pickford, America's sweetheart. So there are a few little color, but look, Paris fashions. So again, the magazine, the inside is great, but the cover is a little rough. But there is a Victrola ad on the back. Looks like little Maybell. All right, and we have a little bit of tearing on the front cover right there. So I'm going to also start this one at $10 for 30 seconds. Yeah, all those fancy cocoa pots, the chocolate pots. I love cream of wheat. Does anybody else love the cream of wheat? I love a cream of wheat. In the winter time is usually about the only time that what was Lipton tea? Or was that Lipton tea? This was how to make coffee. By the greatest coffee merchants of the world. All right. In Big Art, you got this one at $14. Thank you so very much. Well, Bug, do you want to try this duo thing? Okay, we're going to see if we can get this to work. I love cream of wheat too. I love cream of wheat, and man, I love cheese. She always...
She down my hair real quick.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, let me see. How do we do this? This is the thing I don't know how to do. Maybe it's not available. Apparently,
you have to adjust it yourself.
Yeah, apparently, see, I'm not able to move you around. Apparently, you should be able to move your co-host around on the screen. So, like, is it letting you move me around?
No, I don't see any extra, like, oh, maybe there's some more options somewhere.
Let's
Nope.
see. Oh, you can turn the sound effects off. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Let's
There's
see.
that. Yeah, I don't see anything new. Maybe this? Nope.
Well,
Yeah.
I've already invited you to co-host. That's not letting me do anything. Yeah, you guys can make her big. Well, I'm on right. I'm on my iPad. And Bug's on her iPhone, right? Are you on your iPhone?
Yeah. Yes.
So it might, like I said, it is rolling out, and it may be some people might be able to get it before others. I am going
Yeah.
to reach out to them to see, hey, can I have this? Can you make sure that I have it so I can
Yeah.
try it? Yeah, I'm
Cool.
trying to do. Yeah, you're now. Let me know. Are you all able to make us side by side?
Oh, yeah, maybe viewers can.
I know on YouTube you're not going to be able to. Let me try it on. Okay. Oh, Michelle said yes. Some people can and some people can't.
That's good. Maybe we just have to be patient. What?
Yeah. Yes, double click.
Oh. Yeah, I can't do anything, but maybe it's for viewers only.
Well, how's it look if you can?
Is it
You're on your
good?
iPhone. Okay. It's good. Okay. Well,
Oh, okay.
we'll have to let
Cool.
Cheryl and LaDonna try it and see. But yeah, I think this would be a great. Thank you, Sandy.
Hey,
Thank you. I'll include that in your order.
nice grab.
Yeah, I think that it is it's rolling out. So I just wanted to
Okay.
I wanted to see if we were able to do it. I know, Karen. I know. I know. I I know. I meet with them every Tuesday, and that's always my thing. Um it should work. I think that it will work eventually for everybody, but it's just something that I found out about yesterday. So it's slowly rolling out, and I just wanted to see if it would work. But all right. Well, thank you, Bug.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Bug. Go ahead and go. We're going to raid into LaDonna and Cheryl. And I'm going to see if, oh, wait, works on your iPhone and not on your iPad. Okay. Because I really want to see what it looks like. So we're going to go over to Cheryl and LaDonna's sale, and we'll let them know about it and see if we can get it to work for them. I'm going to crawl into my shipping hole, but I will be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for a Victorian-esque sale. Look at the catalog. Some of the things are not really Victorian, but they remind me of that. So we'll see. Angela, make sure that your app is updated, because they did just do an update the beginning of the week. So everyone make sure that your app is updated as well. You have a wonderful day too, Diane. And we're going to go over now to Cheryl and LaDonna. You guys have all a great day. Thank you guys so much for being here.